Mr. Arvind. Dr. Anita, can we start?
Ma'am, we're just checking for the keynote speaker.
Okay. Chief guest sir has joined.
Yes, ma'am. Sir has joined.
Okay.
Good morning to all the participants. We'll just be starting the conference in another 2 minutes. Ma'am, sir has joined. Shall we start? Ma'am?
Yes, please start.
Yeah. A very good morning to all the dignitaries, scholars, students, ladies and gentlemen. I, Professor Charlotte Bhaskar, welcome you all for the 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Conference on National Education Policy 2020, Focus on Learning and Student-Centric Education System, Issues and Challenges, organized by Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce. It is on occasions like this that we get opportunities to enhance our knowledge and understanding. On behalf of our college, we are delighted to offer a gracious welcome to all of you. As quoted by Martin Luther Jr., darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Let us wish and pray that the Lord Almighty takes over the darkness and guides us towards more success in the future.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce was established in the year 2004. The college is affiliated to prestigious University of Mumbai, one of the oldest institutions of higher education established in the country. Chandrabhan Sharma College is also a recognized study center of Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University, a state university. Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce was founded by the present managing trustee, Mr. Prashant Sharma. Mr. Sharma is also the chairman of GHP Group. GHP Group has its presence in real estate, education, and hospitality sector in northern and western parts of India. Under his visionary leadership, GHP Group has achieved remarkable heights. Chandrabhan Sharma College is named after our inspiration, the great philanthropist, freedom fighter, late Pandit Chandrabhanji Sharma, grandfather of the managing trustee, Mr. Prashant Sharma. Pandit Chandrabhanji Sharma rose from a humble background to owner of Powai Estate, and he generously donated part of his land to prestigious IIT Bombay, Akshardham Temple Trust, Mukteshwar Ashram, and many more charitable organizations. Chandrabhan Sharmaji's ideals and legacy is carried forward by our dynamic managing trustee, Mr. Prashant Sharma. Chandrabhan Sharma College has a strength of 3,000 students and more than 100 staff members. College runs several undergraduate and postgraduate programs under University of Mumbai and undergraduate and postgraduate programs under Yashwantrao Chauhan Maharashtra Open University. Chandrabhan Sharma College is accredited by National Assessment and Accreditation Council, a national body under government, which is a hallmark of standard of excellence in education. The vision of the college is a driving guide for excellence in all our endeavors. To engage our students in creative and leadership roles, the college hosts students' clubs and associations for all departments. These clubs and associations are operated by students, which help them to acquire skills, knowledge, and widen their social network. For professional development of faculty members, the college organizes faculty development workshops, seminars, conferences, and training programs in collaboration with universities and colleges. Faculties and students are encouraged to undertake research and publish their original work in leading journals and conferences. For all-round development of students, they are encouraged to participate in co-curricular and extracurricular activities. Khwaish is the annual inter-college festival of the college, which draws huge crowd of students from more than 50 colleges. The college offers all types of sports activities and celebrates Sports Day every year. Students also represent college in university level sport competition and win numerous awards. To provide students an insight regarding internal working of companies, college organizes industrial visits to various industries throughout India. Impulse is an intercollegiate quiz competition where more than 50 schools and colleges participate to make this event a grand success. The college magazine Campus Life is published every year and each edition focuses on yearly achievements. To honor our academic toppers, sports achievers, and students, the college organizes annual day and prize distribution ceremony and bestows the achievers with medals, trophies, certificates, and cash prizes. To make students aware and realize their social responsibility to serve society, the college has units of NSS, Department of Lifelong Learning and Extension, Rotaract Club, Nature Club for Environment Consciousness, and Women Development Cell for Gender Sensitization. To build the bridge between industry and academia, the college has training and placement cell which provides internships and final job placements. Our top recruiters are college has a community, has a lot to offer and receive from the society. For more information, visit our website www.cscollege.co.in. The 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Conference is organized by Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce. May I now request our principal, Dr. Mrs. Pratima Singh ma'am, to address the gathering.
Very good afternoon. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome all of you who have joined for 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Conference organized by Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mumbai, India. I wholeheartedly welcome the chief guest for today's conference, noted scholar and economist from Bangladesh, Muhammad Abdul Wadud ji. Our keynote speaker for the conference, Dr. Ujjwal Chugh, who is an entrepreneur and best-selling author. He's also a founder and CEO of iSols Group Private Limited. Conference convener, Dr. Anita Pandey, the esteemed and learned faculty members of Chandrabhan Sharma College, the researchers, faculty researchers, and students who have joined from Mumbai, from various parts of India and abroad. Once again, I welcome all of you at Chandrabhan Sharma College at this e-platform. Let me inform to our guests today that it is a special feature of our college about the research culture. Every year we organize international conference and we get very good response from all the researchers all over the country and world. From different part of the world, we get research papers and we invite resource person from different part of the world to address the conference. So this is our 8th international conference this year. I take pride in welcoming all of you here at this platform. The topic of the conference, we were thinking this year, which topic? So the latest topic which we thought of was about the National Education Policy 2020. As all of you are aware, 2020 was the year where India and most of the part of the world was amidst the COVID. Still in that period, our government came out with the National Education Policy. The National Education Policy 2020 is the third education policy of our country, India, and first in this millennium. The entire country has welcomed the National Education Policy. However, there are still issues and challenges. In some part of the country, it has been implemented. The implementation has already started. However, in some of the part, it is still not. The state where we reside, that is Maharashtra, where the college is located, it has still not been implemented. India is a vast country. The implementation is an issue and there are several issues and challenges. So in our part of the country, it has still to be implemented and definitely it will be implemented with full vigor and fervor. So we thought, let us discuss and deliberate on this topic through various research papers. Let us try to address the various issues and challenges. And definitely we got very good response from all the researchers. I must thank all the people who are presenting their paper and who have given their paper for publication. And from all of us at Chandrabhan Sharma College, once again, a welcome to everyone. And I'm wishing a good luck for this conference and looking forward to a great day of deliberation and discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our conference convener, Dr. Anita Pandey, ma'am, to highlight the outline of the conference.
Thank you, Charlotte, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone present over here. The great things are done by the series of small things brought together. With this quote, I, Dr. Anita Pandey, take an opportunity to add one more level of success in the series of 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Conference. On behalf of Srimati Durga Devi Sharma Charitable Trust, Chandraman Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, I take a privilege to welcome our chief guest, keynote speaker, other dignitary, principal ma'am, and my dear researcher to the signature event. To achieve the full human potential, education is a fundamental requirement for the development of just and equitable society and to promote national development. Where the whole world is undergoing a rapid change in the knowledge landscape, the new Education Policy 2020 proposed some changes that include opening of Indian higher education institutes in foreign universities and also introduction of 4-year multidisciplinary undergraduate program with several exit options. The object of National Education Policy 2020 is to make India the global knowledge superpower. To add our contribution for building India as a global knowledgeable superpower, our principal ma'am brainchild the theme of 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Conference on National Education Policy, focusing on learning and student-centric education system issues and challenges. The conference aimed at providing a common platform to all the stakeholders in education, management, faculty members, researchers, students, and people from industry. The purpose of this conference is to transform India into a vibrant knowledge society by making education more comprehensive, flexible, skill-based, multidisciplinary, and holistic. It also helps to produce future-ready professionals who are socially responsible and possess high moral values. With this thoughtful appearance, I would like to conclude my view opinion. We are looking forward to an excellent experience with the researchers from the different countries around the world and sharing new and exciting findings on their conference. With this, I would like to welcome all the dignitaries once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Today we have with us Professor Dr. Mohammad Abdul Wadud, a renowned economist from Rajshahi University, Bangladesh. Sir is a PhD from University of Newcastle, UK in economics. Sir is experienced in the use of advanced qualitative and quantitative research methodologies. He has to his credit a wide range of research works. His papers have been published in many journals of repute. He has been serving as the managing editor of Empirical Economics Letters, a monthly international journal of economics since 2002, and Empirical Economics Review, a quarterly international journal of economics since 2007. Sir has presented research papers in various national and international conferences and workshops at home and abroad. He is a member of various national and international professional associations of economics. We welcome you, sir. And now I request you to address the gathering. Sir? Sir, can you hear me?
Charlotte, please check with Mr. Arvind. Otherwise, we can start with the keynote address.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was muted, I think.
Okay, okay, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
yes, I am pleased to know that Chandravan Sharma College of Arts and Commerce has organized this 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Commerce on National Education Policy 2020, focus on learning and student-centric education system issues and challenges. I would like to also thank the conference authority to invite me to serve as the chief guest. And especially, I would like to thank Dr. Akhtar, who communicated me regarding the conference. So I would welcome everybody to my brief presentation or to my brief speech. I think I shall get 15 to 20 minutes.
Yes, sir. So, 15 minutes. Yes, sir.
15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes.
Yes, sir. 15 minutes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. So I would like to talk some of the pertinent and emerging development issues in South Asia. Although because of COVID-19, the South Asian development issues has faced some challenges, and the status of South Asian economy has changed. So let us now go to the talk. So South Asian region on average maintains to exhibit strong economic growth with some fluctuations, showing South Asia as one of the fastest growing region in the world. Overall, the economy of India has become the driving force in the region, encompassing all the economies. The South Asian region becomes able to achieve the fastest growth in Human Development Index among developing nations, increase of 4.3% since 1990. Life expectancy and years of schooling also rise 10.8 years and 21% respectively during that period. However, there is a loss in HDI by 26% because of inequalities and a gap of 16.3% in HDI between men and women. Inflation, although has increased in all regions because of COVID-19, but it was maintaining to be low because of lower prices of commodities. Sometimes the overall inflation does not exhibit sudden rise in food price, which inversely influences the livelihood of the poor people. The economies in this region contain higher public debt burden and huge current account deficit than other emerging countries. Despite increasing international flows as remittances, this region manages to keep a low trade penetration in the world market with exports and imports of about 39% of GDP in 2017 in this region. Increasing economic growth and sustaining high quality growth are critical challenges ahead. Quality and inclusive growth. If we would like to talk about quality and inclusive growth, we can say that although most of the South Asian countries maintain relatively stable growth rates before COVID-19 with some fluctuations, this region is not at the impressive position in terms of per capita GDP except Maldives. There are concerns about inclusive and quality growth. This region accommodates 1/4 of the extreme poor in the world and has inequality which is on the rise. The Gini coefficients of GDP, Gini coefficients of Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India are 33%, 40%, and 51% respectively in 2016. The Gini coefficient of Pakistan is 34% in 2015, and that of Bhutan is 37% in 2017. Top 10% earners of national income accumulate around 55% of national income in India, 41% of national income in China, 37% in Europe, 46% in Russia in 2016. Moreover, most of the countries in this region failed to enhance the pace of employment generation, which lags behind the pace of economic growth. The labor force participation rate is about 57% in 2017 in South Asia, with high rates of Maldives and lower rate of Afghanistan. Human development status. If we would like to highlight on human development status, we can say that this economic growth is sometimes called in South Asia, some of the South Asian countries, jobless growth. Moreover, most of the economy are characterized by low degree of decent jobs, poor working conditions, high level of informal employment, and low labor force participation, among others. South Asian countries achieve various degrees of progress in enhancing the quality of human resources as compared to SDI. It shows consistent and stable progress in improving SDIs of these countries from 1990 to 2017, although most of the countries except Sri Lanka lies above 100 in ranking among 190 countries in the world. In spite of the consistent improvement in SDI, quality in improvement requires to be taken care of. Inequality, although SDI of India in 2017 is 0.64, it becomes 0.46 when discounted for inequality in indices of SDI dimensions, exhibiting 26.8% loss. In the same fashion, the SDI of Bangladesh and Pakistan fails to 0.46 and 0.387 respectively in 2017, showing 24% and 31% loss in SDI because of inequality in SDI components. Therefore, reducing the inequality in SDI components of income, life expectancy, and education requires strong policy intervention in the South Asia. Whenever we talk about inclusive development, we can say that gross domestic product growth, a top line measure of national economic performance, shows broad-based progress in living standard. Evidence reveals that growth is necessary but not sufficient conditions for enhancing medium standards of living. Inclusive Development Index, a bottom line measure, reflects shared economic growth and development, an inclusive standard of living for all. Inequality status and standard of living conditions can be evaluated and included. Inclusive Development Index and Annual Economic Index ranks economic performance of an economy basing on three pillars: growth and development, inclusion, and intergenerational equity and sustainability. Although GDP stands as the standard measure of economic success, a country's socioeconomic progress would be evaluated not only with GDP, but also with employment opportunity, quality of life, and economic security, among others. Thus, GDP itself cannot ensure inclusive socioeconomic progress and a standard of living of the people. It highlights that the rankings, scores, and progress in achieving inclusive development in South Asian countries are: Nepal shows the top performance in involving most in the process, while the performance of India is not mentionable in ranking development inclusion. Among the 74 countries, India ranks 62nd with a score of 3.09, which is below the median score. Bangladesh secured the second position in the South Asia. More policies need to be adopted to bring the growth and development mechanism in equitable and inclusive paths in all the South Asian countries. Challenges in business climate. If we would like to talk about the business climate, we face the following things: suitable, favorable sustainable business environment is required to grow, foster, and improve domestic, private, and foreign direct investment. Elements of business environment also influence small and medium enterprises and hence economic growth and development of an economy. Doing business score shows the position of a country's business environment. The score ranges from 0 to 1, 0 being the worst, while 100 the best. The score is prepared considering 11 aspects which affect a business. Starting a business, dealing with construction permits, getting electricity, registering property, getting credit, protecting minority investors, paying tax, trading across borders, enforcing contracts, resolving insolvency and labor market regulations. These aspects are considered for constructing the doing business score. Performance of each of the South Asian countries in reducing the extent and the severity of business constraints and hence making favorable business climate is very is necessary to evaluate it. Among the 190 countries ranked and scored, the position of Bangladesh is worst in the South Asia and India remains on the top. Afghanistan and India has made remarkable improvement in doing business environment. These two countries are not only on the top of the list of South Asia in making progress, they are also on the top of the list of 10 top improvers in business. New Zealand ranks first among 190 countries with ease of doing business score of 86.59. There is room for improving business climate in this South Asian region that could further help attract domestic, private, and foreign direct investment, which are likely to contribute to the economic growth and development. Thus, enabling business environment for extracting the benefit of FDI is critical challenge just ahead. Climatic and environmental challenges. Climatic and environmental challenge change is one of the challenging development issues faced by the global communities in general and South Asian economies in particular. Possessing diverse climatic zones and physical landscapes, South Asia is experiencing sets of climate change impacts like coastal and mountain soil erosion, rising sea levels, glacial melt, and saline water intrusion. Several storms and abnormal monsoon sometimes aggravate some of these impacts. Greenhouse gas emissions, consequent global warming add to the concerns of environmental challenges. All of these are tied with living standard, growth, and development of the South Asian countries. South Asian countries individually and through South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation (SAARC) have adopted various strategies to address climate and environmental change impacts, improve resilience of economies, and mobilize technical and financial resources to reduce the adverse impact of climate change. The 2018 Environmental Performance Index is prepared taking 24 performance indicators of 10 issues into consideration that include environmental health and ecosystem vitality. Thus, the Environmental Performance Index ranks 180 countries. This index reflects the sustainability efforts on climatic and environmental factors like reducing greenhouse gas emissions, cleaning up air quality, protecting biodiversity. In South Asian region, Sri Lanka secures the top position with a score of 60.61, although its position is 70 among 180 countries. Bangladesh is one of the worst performers, securing 179 position in the global ranking and 8th position in the South Asia, having a score of 29.56. India lies just above the Bangladesh in the South Asian region and one more step up in the global ranking with a score of 30.57. Possessing one of the emerging economies in the world and the top economy in the South Asia, India's performance on natural resources management and pollution control challenges and global sustainability is not impressive, and neither are other countries. Keeping consistent with 2015 South Sustainable Development Goals of UN, the South Asian countries would adopt steps in highlighting environmental challenges and policies leading to maximize gains from domestic and international investment in management and protection of environmental challenges. Global competitiveness. If we would like to talk about global competitiveness, we can say that global competitiveness improves productivity and creates resources which are required for gaining broader and inclusive social and economic goals, and hence it is likely to contribute to uphill standards of living and higher socioeconomic outcomes beyond income. Determinants of productivity are assessed in Global Competitiveness Index. 98 indicators of productivity grouped into 12 drivers, which are further grouped in 4 categories, are included in Global Competitiveness Index. This shows the status of pillars and ecosystem of productivity. 12 pillars or drivers of productivity of competitiveness are institutions, infrastructures, ICT adoption, macroeconomic stability, health, skills, product market, labor market, financial system, market size, business dynamism, and innovation capability. These are grouped into 4 categories: enabling environment, human capital, markets, and innovation ecosystem. Rankings and scores of Global Competitiveness Index in South Asian countries are: in global competitiveness context, India earns the 58th rank among the 140 countries, the first in the South Asian region, and this country has also obtained significant progress in increasing the rank and score, and hence India occupies the leading position. The performance of Nepal in competitiveness climate is the weakest, with the last position in the South Asian region. Bangladesh is the average performer, obtaining 103rd rank with 52.1 scores in 2017. The South Asian economies have to explore and adopt more actions to improve the pillars or drivers or indicators or factors that are associated with the long-run determinants of productivity. Gender inequality issues. Gender inequality in education and employment is likely to have considerable positive impact on growth and development through improving average quality of human capital. Besides, higher gender equality can improve development goals, lower fertility and lower child mortality, which are significant elements of well-being. Gender equality and labor force status are as we can say that gender inequality in South Asia is on an average higher that of the world average, although South Asia lies above the low human development groups. Among South Asian countries, Maldives is the best performer in reducing gender inequality, and Afghanistan is the worst performer. The performance of Bangladesh in bringing equality in gender is better than Afghanistan. India's gender inequality index is 0.526, having the rank of 127 in the globe. The performance of Maldives is the best among the South Asia in reducing national maternal mortality ratio and adolescent birth rate. The difference between male and female labor force participation rates is lower in Nepal, followed by Bhutan. India's performance is not remarkable, with total labor force participation rate of 56.26%. The labor force participation rate of Pakistan is the worst, a rate of 55.28% in the South Asia. Comfortable international reserves and rising current account deficit. Current account balance shows the status of net foreign assets of an economy. A surplus in current account indicates a rise in net foreign asset, while a deficit in the current account exhibits the foreign burden. Therefore, maintaining stable current account balance highlights the ability of an economy to earn foreign assets. International oil price keeps pressure in current account directly and fiscal accounts indirectly, as all of these countries are not oil importer. All countries have shown a negative current account in 2017. Current account deficit of India is the lowest among all South Asian countries in 2017, while it is highest in Afghanistan in that period. From the last decade, the deficit in current account remains negative, and this is the top at minus 18.1 in 2017 in Maldives. This is one of the challenges of the government of the South Asian countries to offset the current current account deficit from negative to positive, and there are rooms for taking policies to improve the current accounts. Other emerging issues: reducing fiscal deficit and financing development goals have been critical challenges. Some of the countries have fiscal deficits. Tax GDP ratio is low, relying more on indirect taxes. Given the weak institutions, inadequate tax infrastructure, and inefficient bureaucracy, raising domestic resources for financing development projects is a challenge. Extracting the benefits of regional integration and regional value chain is also a challenge. Economic diversification, increasing productive capacities, encouraging private investment in various sectors, and raising public investment efficiently should be kept on the priority list. A strong, sustainable, and correct political commitment is required. In conclusion, we can say that the South Asian economies continues to show the strength of having stable and consistent economic growth, human resources development, and macroeconomic stability to some extent, although there are some scopes for inclusion of equality in growth and development. And we must say that because of COVID-19, the status of economic growth and development in South Asian region has been to some extent weakened. This study reveals that indicators of the quality of growth and development, business climate challenges, climate and environmental change issue, competitiveness in global market, inclusive growth and development, gender inequality status, and current account situation of South Asian countries are not impressive, and many of these indicators or indices remain below the average. We found that the growth rates of South Asian countries are mainly driven by private and government consumption rather than investment demand. Growth rate of industrial production is lower than the growth rate of GDP. Thus, government of South Asian countries would require to take and implement appropriate policies to improve the indicators that could help promote inclusive social and socio-economic growth of the country. Regional cooperation and strong political commitment are necessary. So I would like to thank all the participants, and I would like to stop here, and I'd like to finish my talk with this. So I would also wish a grand success of the conference. So thank you everybody. Thanks to the conference authority and conference coordinator for inviting me as the chief guest and for giving me the chance to talk few words in front of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your words of knowledge, sir. Our keynote speaker for the day is Dr. Ujjwal Chugh. Sir is a warrior entrepreneur, digital visionary, and author. He is the founder and CEO of iSouls Group Private Limited. Sir is a young and versatile entrepreneur who always demonstrates the great potential for dynamism and innovation. He has to his credit many prestigious awards like the National Gaurav Award, Shahid Bhagat Singh Bravery Award, Saraswati Ratan Samman Award, Sanwad Excellence Award, and many more. Sir has authored many books and research papers. He has also authored the first digital marketing dictionary in the world for digital aspirants in Jan 2018. Sir is highly extolled by all the management and technical institutes and universities for conducting the various training program and workshops on digital marketing and entrepreneurship. He is also a well-known keynote and an inspirational speaker and has many followership in youth as he has taken very strong initiative to mobilize the youth of India. He is widely recognized as a mentor and is conferred with the title of an excellent motivational speaker too. We are glad to have you with us today. And sir, I now request you to address the gathering. Sir? Ujwal sir?
Yeah, very good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon,
A
sir.
very humble welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for calling. I have a little knack of a time, but quickly, first of all the dignitaries who are present and the chief guest, all the educators, the phenomenal educators who are already in this conference, the principal, Dr. Pratima ji, Dr. Anita ji, and Dr. Akhtar, who just called to me. I won't say not taking too much of a time because I already have a one meeting scheduled at one. But topic which we have picked up is very fantastic in the sense I'll touch two three very important aspects of that, and those aspects are somewhat I can say a part of my own self realization and manifestation because I can actually foresee it from the perspective of a student and an educator both. So, to have a better context of this and just to have a better understanding, so I started my entrepreneurial career just to have a quick glimpse to everyone. I started my entrepreneurial career when I was in second year of engineering. So, my roots come from Indian Armed Forces when I cracked NDA and SSB twice, and after that, in college, my entrepreneurial career started. So I can very closely reverberate with the student mindset and what exactly comes as a gap. When we are talking today about this NEP 2020 and specifically focusing on the learning aspect and the issues and challenges which are there. So I would like to raise a couple of issues and challenges very precisely at a grassroots level. When it comes to issues, so fundamentally there are two major issues which are there, and NEP actually focuses on that. And I believe NEP again is a policy, but what really matters at the end of the day is the game of implementation that we're going to turn the table around. So when we talk about those two primordial issues, the very first and the foremost is the so we must have realized I'll give you just to give you an anecdote. So after COVID, I'm sure a lot of people, each one of you sitting right now in this conference must have realized the life has changed. The best example, because all the educators are sitting here, the teachers are sitting here, faculties are here. A lot of faculties are resistant. They are resistant to technology and a lot of ways how we actually teach, and we don't want to go beyond that. But COVID has taught us, and now a lot of things are happening online. This conference is happening online. So the idea is there after a particular time, a must change is always required. Similarly, the first foremost issue is when we talk about any of the programs, there is a whole brainstorming required on the curriculum part, which is one of the very precise issue. And when I say on the curriculum, what is the objective and orientation behind that? The objective and orientation is the whole curriculum, which right now revolves around, is all about more of having information. So I'll tell you two very important simple things. So a lot of time when we teach or when we learn something, we consider it as a knowledge. But there is a very thin line difference between a knowledge and what we call as an information. So something we learn, something we know. Today I have learned okay about digital marketing, about social media marketing, or anything if I do, until and unless I have not manifested it, I have not brought that into the implementation. मैंने अपने हाथ से करा नहीं है, it never gets converted to a knowledge. It remains information. Earlier, the demand was actually to have that information because when things were not that much level of technology oriented, getting information level was very like it was very tough and something very important. Now in this information age where information is accessible just 2 minutes away, you ask any 10-year-old chap, if I talk about my own niece, my own nephew, they are so sharp, those so sharp, just 7-8 years old, and they can tell you everything. What really matters now in the curriculum is the orientation has to be that everything needs to be with the perspective of making it with the practical hands-on, so that what we teach to the students, what they actually know about it, they can finally implement it, and that can account for their knowledge. Tomorrow if they sit in an interview, they should not say कि जी मुझे इसके बारे में पता है. They should say I have the knowledge of this subject. Just to share with all of you, today in the morning I was just sitting and like my HR department, they were already going with interviews and we were on some topic, and I certainly joined all of a sudden one interview. So there was a gentleman giving an interview for being a developer. So that gentleman has done mechanical engineering, shifted his career from mechanical to digital marketing, and then realized that I'm not good at comm skills, so I should certainly get my hands onto the technology only. And then he learned all those HTML and all those things. So I asked him very simple. I said, okay, how much you will rate yourself on the scale of 10 on what you actually know? So he said, I'll rate it myself as 8, 9, and 10. Three things he said: HTML, CSS, and one more technology, CMS, WordPress. So I asked a very simple question that can you just write an anchor tag for me, hyperlink. जैसे हम websites पे देखते हैं ना hyperlink बनता है. So I just asked him, can you create that hyperlink? So the point was, when I asked this question, it took him 5 minutes going here and there, and after that he said, sir, I actually know the CMS only, but I am not very much confident to create that hyperlink also, though it is of such a small thing. The idea, sharing this just a morning example with all of you, is the education is being given, but it is just being transmitted at an informational level, and now the arena has changed, and that's what NEP 2020 is talking about. And this is the first issue, that the whole curriculum brainstorming is required, and it has to be changed in sync with the demand of this current era. The very first. This is the very first and the most important issue. And when it comes to challenge for actually making this issue or addressing this issue, is that when we have to deliver these things, our educators have to deliver it, our faculties have to deliver it. So there are two very important things in that. Policy is fine. So I am a very missionary and a go-getter person to share with all of you. Policy is always required. A particular protocol is required. Everyone goes with a particular system, right? So we are having this conference. Conference has its own architecture. You must have set up a schedule, who will speak, then who will come next, who will come next. But the most important part is, until and unless you do not have the will inside you to do it or to come up with it, you cannot create an impact. That is very important. So the one challenge is the faculties who have to actually deliver it. I certainly feel very strongly that there has to be a strong dearth of practical knowledge and enthusiasm with them as well which they can actually give it to the students. And that's the point where we lack at a very, very, very important level. Policy is set up, but the point is who will going to deliver it. That's the very, very important point. And that delivering can only be done with the existing faculties that we have, because already we have such a, I would say, great minds. The only problem that comes here is what I see, and while taking a lot of FDPs also I see, is it's the problem of the mindset. जैसे कोविड ने जबरदस्ती माइंडसेट को तोड़ दिया, but it was something we can say eventually it has to happen because there was no choice. I certainly believe we, all of us, as an educationalist, our responsibility is we must do it gracefully rather than making it as a compulsive effort. Then this policy can actually be very, very successful. And this is the biggest challenge when I see that while implementing and bringing this practicalness into the system, the educators, the faculties have to grill them up to a particular level. And for grilling up to that particular level, they also have to go with a very steep transition of learning curve. And for there is a lot of resistance. So I believe this challenge and strategies have to be built up for actually bridging this challenge, which will ultimately going to address the issues which are directly related to that, and which fulfills the very foundation, objective, and the very vision of NEP 2020. And last but not the least, which I would just like to mention, uh, I'll just touch it for 2 minutes, and then later on, Akhtarji is already, I believe, he is also there in this meeting. He is already well aware of that particular initiative also. So specifically for academicians and educationalists and educators, keeping this view only, we recently had one very, very powerful and a fantastic session meeting also. They must and they have to actually look forward on digitalizing first of all their own self. So what I mean by this, so I always say charity begins at home. And when a lot of students, business owners, working professionals to whom I mentor, I always tell them very, very bluntly, be rationally selfish. There is nothing bad in being rationally selfish, because rationally selfish is not being about cunning, it's about being clever. So I want each educator, I would request each one of them to be, because for your own career as an academician, if you really want to upscale, you want that, okay, I should also target myself up going forward. The digital positioning and visibility of an educationalist is also very important. And even I won't talk about that because that's not the agenda of this conference, but for this only we have just launched one complete program course also, that is in collaboration with FITT IIT Delhi also. But the idea is, if they have this urge that today I have written 10 papers and I want they should get a digital visibility, people should know it, then automatically their urge will go towards implementation. When their urge will go towards implementation, that will definitely going to give a rise to their career. Once it gives a rise to their career, automatically that will spread out and manifest in form of a knowledge to the students to whom each educator and teacher will mentor. So that would be my very, very humble request to all the educators present in this arena. And with this, it is my wish and Almighty's blessing that each one of you must transcend to become less ordinary in your life. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your practical perspective. May I now request Dr. Anita Pandey, ma'am, the convener of the conference, to propose a vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Thank you, Charlotte ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you is such a prayer that can't be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. I would like to thank all the honorable dignitaries who blessed us with their presence and grace the occasion. On behalf of Chandraban Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, management team and organizing committee, I convey a deep regard and hearty thanks to our honorable chief guest, Professor Dr. M.A. Vadud, and the keynote speaker, Dr. Ujjwal Chuk. Yes, sir. The need of the time is we faculty members or the professor really has to upgrade ourselves with the digital version. Thank you, sir, for advising. My sincere thanks to Principal Ma'am, Dr. Pratima Singh, to help us and support at the various stage of this conference. Words are not enough to thank my dear faculty members for their constant guidance and helps to shape the conference. I am much thankful to all the non-teaching staff who always stand by us to make the event successful. Further, the conference will be proceed by the technical session. So I would like to thank everyone who has contributed for this conference, and I would like to invite Professor Seema Negi ma'am.
Very good afternoon to all. I, Mrs. Simaneki, on behalf of Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, would like to introduce our resource person for this conference. It is an honor to have a technical person, Dr. Aruna Singham, BMS coordinator and IQAC coordinator at BL Amlani College of Commerce and Economics. She is MPhil and PhD in Commerce. Madam has 23 years of teaching experience in graduate and postgraduate level. She hosted various national and international conferences and seminars. She is invited as resource person in various national and international conferences. She also presented various papers in national and international conferences. She has around 15 plus research papers published in national and international journals. She has 11 books to her name in graduate and postgraduate level. She has also been awarded Certificate of Excellency in Reviewing in recognition of an outstanding contribution to the quality of the journal. We are truly blessed with her presence. Now I would like to request Professor Sushmita Madam to introduce our second resource person.
Thank you, Seema ma'am. Our second resource person for the technical session is Dr. Nitin Agarwal sir. He is PhD, MPhil, MCom, MBA, MA, DHRM, NISM, and IRDA certificate. His former positions are as follows. He is Director, Knowledge Inclusion Education and Consulting Company. He is Joint Chief Conductor for University of Mumbai Examinations. He is Board of Studies in Somaiya College of Arts and Commerce and also in Kohinoor Business School. His current positions are Principal in Uttar Bharatiya Sangh College, Bandra. He is Board of Studies in Kohinoor Management School, Vidya Vihar and KBP College, Navi Mumbai. He is also corporate trainer at Max Life Insurance Company, HDFC Ergo, Tata AIG, and ICICI Bank. An experience of more than 2 decades in education and corporate. He had presented 20 plus papers in national and international conferences. He has authored 25 plus textbooks. And also he is member of IQAC and CDCC of more than 5 colleges. I warmly welcome you, sir. And now I would request Seema Negi ma'am to proceed further.
Thank you, Madam. Now, we will proceed for the technical session. I, Mrs. Simanegi, on behalf of Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, welcome all the participants for the paper presentation. Before the presentation, I would like to share some rules and regulations. All participants are allotted 5 minutes for PPT presentation. All participants have to share their own screen while presenting paper. PPT should contain title slide, name, title, and what is paper to be about. Any technical issue from participant sides will not be considered while presenting paper. All the best to all participants. Now, I would like to call the first participant, code number 2, to present the paper.
Good afternoon, dear facilitator. Can I start the session now? As I'm a second person in the list.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Yeah, one second. I will share
Uh,
my window and please acknowledge me that it is sharing to you. Is it visible for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all the dignitaries, facilitators, and fellow participants. I am Misala Venkatsai Ajit, a third year CSC student from GMR.
अरुणा मैम और नितिन सर को अनम्यूट करो क्योंकि वो जजिंग को है ना तो वो पूछेंगे ना सवाल वगैरह.
Dear facilitator, can I continue?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. I am Misal Venkatsai Ajit, a third year CSC student from GMR Institute of Technology. Would like to take the privilege presenting on the topic design and development of e-mirror alias smart mirror using machine learning algorithms. And the context is about clothing is a typical task for everyone at younger age. This study mainly focuses on how to develop a smart mirror using machine learning algorithms for regularizing the way of choosing. Several methodologies of choosing clothing are represented in the study and followed by an objective of developing an Android application with embedded ML techniques which gives the best results. This review deals with MLA, embedded sensors, image processing algorithms as needed. The existing concepts which are already developed on smart mirror are studied based on the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and advanced algorithms. This Android application helps to identify the clothing, whether it is suitable or not. Thus, the app reduces the selection or choosing time with any kind of physical disturbances of the clothes which are available in the wardrobe. The setup is inexpensive and easy to handle among the large spectrum of society. Materials used in the smart mirror are affordable and durable. Coming to the implementation, the machine learning algorithms used here are face detection algorithm. It is one of the most popular machine learning algorithm used for image processing. And the next one is skin color detection algorithm. In this algorithm,
Can you
the
share your
skin
PPT?
is it not visible?
Not visible. Only first page is, yeah, it is visible now. Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. It's okay. I continue with the previous slides too.
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, the color detection algorithm is the second one. In this algorithm, a skin pixel quantifier is used to count the number of pixels of human skin. Next one is lower body detection algorithm. This algorithm is performed by using R classifier, which is used to detect the people in a movie video by using features like upper body, lower body, full body, face detection, and eye detection. And the advantage and disadvantage of the topic is the advantages are the customer can save a valuable time in choosing the clothes, and customer can try a greater number of clothes in less time. Without wearing clothes, he or she can judge it is suitable for him or not. Customer can save his human effort, that is without trying clothes. But coming to the disadvantages, customer cannot judge whether it is comfortable or not. Customer cannot identify the quality of clothes. And the methodology goes as per the instructions. Once the person takes the clothes of clothes, then he starts the smart mirroring app. If the image appears, then it goes to the gallery and he can choose the clothes he want to try by choosing in the mirror. After the selection of the clothes in a loop, he can come to the end. And I conclude here that the smart mirror helps to save time during clothing in both online and offline. Since this smart mirror is an Android application which doesn't require any technical knowledge, everyone can access. It is user-friendly and machine learning algorithms like face detection, skin color detection, and lower
Still
body
only
detection
last 1 minute is
algorithms.
left.
Yeah, thank you. Which are the basic image processing techniques applied for obtaining the better results. The developed Android application with minimal scope for implementation is also represented in our results. Finally, the work ended up with the development of mobile application, which includes machine learning algorithms, image processing for pre-processing, and classification of best cloth for superimposing. This study will be implemented soon by using above machine learning algorithms. In coming days, analyzing or knowing the quality of clothes and comfortless of customer might be possible by improving this technology. And I thank all of you for being a patient listener to me. And I would love to know from the facilitator, that is Dr. Anta Pandey, when the certificates can be issued for us.
So we will inform you, sir. We will mail you shortly on that.
Thank you. And here my presentation is over.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you.
is one question. Are these technology cost effective for small retailers?
Sorry, I didn't get. Can you repeat,
Are
please?
these technology cost effective for small retailers?
Yes, because that is a Android application. It can be implemented on their phone with by installing them, and they can try various amounts of clothes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
What
Now,
is what is strength of your paper? Can you explain me?
The strength of the paper is the machine learning algorithms are used for filtering various of the problems. Like in the first algorithm, face detection algorithm, they can predict so many people in one photo, but they can be filtered using another algorithm like skin pixel quantifier, which can detect the persons singularly, and they can uh, scale up to various algorithms for the performance.
Okay, okay.
thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call the second participant, code number 3, to present your paper.
Is it visible, ma'am?
No, not yet. Yeah, it is visible now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Myself, Seena Sara Abraham, Research Scholar, School of Pedagogical Sciences, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, under the guidance of Dr. Sajna Jalil, Associate Professor, School of Pedagogical Sciences, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. Here I am presenting my paper titled Visualizing Varied Learning, Vocational Education as the Inevitable. And New Education Policy 2020 is a coherent framework for education from elementary to higher education. Policy states that at least 50% of students in the school and higher education system must have access to vocational education by 2025. Present 10 plus 2 system will be replaced with a new 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 curriculum structure. And policy's major objective is to integrate vocational education to mainstream education. Vocational education facilitates the acquisition of lifelong learning skills which enable in the enhancement of qualities in the workplace. And vocational education is the need of the hour. End goal of education is to empower the individual to acquire skills. Equipping individuals to become employed shall generate better results, enhancing the overall productivity. And now let us discuss what is the reason for hesitancy. Students considered it as inferior to the mainstream education. According to the 12th five-year plan, it estimates less than 5% of Indians in the age group of 19 to 24 receive vocational education. And vocational education in India is viewed as a last resort. And vocational education focused on trades and activities associated with the lower class. And this resulted in attachment of stigma to the term. And curriculum of these courses are not proper and no proper admission criteria. And let us discuss what are the benefits of vocational education. Improvement of life skills, obtain stable income, enhances performance ability, and students can stand on their own feet. There exists freedom to choose a suitable career, asset to the economy, expands employment opportunities, space for school dropouts, hiring adequate teachers of vocational subjects, preserve and promote local knowledge. And let us discuss NEP recommendations relating to reimaging vocational education. Vocational education programs should be integrated into mainstream instruction progressively to solve the social stigma associated with vocationalization. Vocational exposure should be given in a phased manner, ensures that every student studies at least one vocational course. Vocational skills will be incorporated into the school curriculum. All children in the nation will have access to quality comprehensive education. Students will gain access to Lok Vidya, credit-based framework, designing economical beneficial career pathways, flexibility in choice of subjects, extend the reach of vocational education through mechanisms set up by NCIVE, ensuring professional training for teachers. And there are three main stages of implementing vocational education. They are phase one, incorporating a year-long fun type of activities for classes 6 to 8 and giving hands-on experiments of major vocational crafts. Phase two, allowed to take up skills education, sport, and soft skills training along with the academics to students of class 9 to 12. Phase 3 provide vocational education partnering with industry in higher level. And what are the professions? Proper skills gap analysis and mapping of local opportunities so as to enable vocational education to be more structured. NEP stresses on the credit-based national skills qualification framework, setting up of incubation centers in higher education institutes to enable partnership with industries. And it has resonance of Gandhi's Naitalim in NEP 2020. What is Gandhi's Naitalim? Mahatma Gandhi introduced a significant idea in 1937 at a conference in Wardha. The aim of the concept was to revamp the education system. It emphasized on the creation of an education system in which learning and labor are complementary. There's a light at the end of the tunnel as the NEP 2020 hopes to fulfill Gandhi's vision. And there are some issues and challenges. There are budget concerns, erasing stigma, need to keep track of the demands of industry, digital literacy, the vocational school fallacy. And suggestions are real change takes place when traditional classrooms are developed into spaces which nurture learning and allow growth. Focus should be given to the imparting of education in lower classes. This allows the students to experience and know the advantage and disadvantage of the job and hence choose a job suitable to them in future. And conclusion, the integration of vocational education into mainstream education in all educational institutions in a phased manner shall undoubtedly herald a new perspective. Promotion of this type of education will cultivate more respect from the people towards valuing skills, immensely in preventing unemployment in the future. Still lies the needs to stress on publicity, advertisement, and counseling to improve the enrollment in the vocational stream. No change can occur unless there is shift in perspective. The NEP 2020 has the potential to improve growth of vocational education in India. These are the references I taken. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
Sir, you would
madam.
like to ask something?
Yeah. Do you feel
Okay,
that
ma'am.
this policy will really help the learner? Will this policy really help the learner?
Yes, of course, because our keynote speaker, as the keynote speaker said, point out a story. A person is changing his career after many years of learning mechanical, commerce, and all. So the learners can decide a career in their lower class itself. And this policies helps to change our whole education system.
Okay.
My one suggestion to you, moment you are doing PPT presentation, your content should be less and you have to speak more. Otherwise, rest of the things was okay, no problem.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam. Now I would like to call the next participant, code number 4. Code number 4, are you ready?
Ma'am, this is Ruti Tandon. I don't know my code. Can you please tell me? The chat box is disabled actually.
Sorry to interrupt. This is code number 6. In case code number 4 is not ready, can I give my presentation?
Just wait. Okay, code number 6. Now you can give your presentation.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll be sharing my screen right now. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Madam. Yes, madam, it is visible.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon to everyone. This is the topic on which I have presented the research paper, a study on the experience of virtual learning among the parents of school-going children with respect to Mumbai region. These are my content, introduction, objectives, research methodology, result and discussion, and the conclusion. These are my objectives. The reason for selecting this topic for a research. So basically, the objective was to actually understand the issues faced by the school-going children due to virtual learning, as virtual learning was a very new concept introduced to the school-going children because of COVID, and to understand what kind of complaints the parents also had when the schooling was when the platform of the school was completely changed to online, and also to understand the physical and mental problems that the students were facing because of online learning, and also to estimate the growth of virtual learning in the near future. This is my research methodology. So the study was actually a combination of primary and secondary data. My major focus was on collection of primary data, where I collected the data by using a query method, which was developed using Google Forms. And this was distributed to all the school-going children's parents in my locality, while the secondary data was collected in newspapers, magazines, and from the websites. My sample size was 100. And the data analysis and interpretation, I have taken help of Google Drive and also Microsoft Excel. This is my results and discussions where I have asked multiple questions. I hope you can see the table of content over here. So my target respondents were the parents of the students from junior KG to standard 10th. The questions that I asked them was like, are your children attending online lectures? So because it was a COVID period, 100% of the respondents said yes, that yes, their children were attending online lectures. Then my question was, does your child, join the lecture and goes to sleep? In which 96% of the parents said no, because they are sitting with their children, so they did not let their children go to sleep. Whereas 4% of the parents felt that yes, the children was sleepy when it is online lecture. Then the question was, do you actually feel your child is attending the classes genuinely? In which 60% of the parents felt that yes, even if it is an online schooling, students are giving, their children are giving active participation in it. Whereas 40% of the parents felt that no, their children are not attending the class genuinely. They are just attending it for namesake. Then my question was, which was the app which was mostly used by the schools for conducting their online lectures? And mostly it was majority of the schools are using Google Meet for conducting online lectures. Then my question was, do you feel the teachers are teaching online the same way they used to teach it offline? Where if you see 54% of the parents feel that sometimes certain topics are covered in a very better way. They are taught physically also the same way and online also the same way. Whereas 20% of the parents feel that yes, there is no difference between online teaching and offline teaching. Whereas 26% of the parents felt that no, online teaching is not at all the way physically a teacher teaches. Then my question was, were the books available for the children to study? Where 96% of the parents said that yes, books were available either online or they already had books taken from the past students staying in their locality. And 4% of the parents said no, they were facing issues in having notes during online lectures. Then the question was, did you face network issues? Where 82% of the parents said yes, there were technical and network glitches when there was online lecturings. And 9% of the parents said yes, they always faced problems due to networks. And 9% of the parents said no, they did not face any technical issues over here. Then my question was, does the teacher try to solve doubts of the students online when it is online lectures? Where 41% of the parents said sometimes the teacher gives attention to clearing the doubts of the students. 59% of the parents said yes, whereas nobody has said that, teacher is not solving any doubts in online lectures. So there they did not face any problem if it was an online schooling. Then my question was, does your child complete the assignments given in the online classes? Where 3% of the parents say no. When it is an online assignment given, parents feel that children does not take it seriously. And at the end of the day, when it is a junior KG or a senior KG children, the parents only have to sit with the child and do the assignment. So basically the child is not putting any effort. If it was a classroom schooling, then definitely the child would have taken help of the teacher and done the assignment. But because it is online schooling, it is not at all helping. And 26% of the parents felt sometimes if the topic is easy and if the assignment is easy, students are doing it on their own, or else they are taking help of Google or taking help of the parents. And 71% of the parents felt that yes, their child is completely doing all the assignments even if it is given online. Then my question was, do you feel online exams have made a bad habit of copying? Where yes, 60%, that is majority of the parents are agreeing that yes, when it is an online examination, either the child is taking help of the parents or they are having the books open in front of them. So copying has become a bad habit for them. And 40% is disagreeing over here. Then the question was, do you appear for the exams on behalf of your children? Where if you see 72% are saying no, but I found that yes, 18% of the parents are saying sometimes we help, especially in cases of children when they are small. So they were, because this was an online exam, it was new to the students also. So because they were not comfortable in giving the exams, they needed help of their parents also at some times. And 10% of the parents said they have always helped their parents their children for appearing for the exam. Then my question was, did you feel teachers pay attention? Where again, if you see, 61% of the parents have felt that yes, they got proper attention even if it was online schooling. 39% did not agree over here. Then did your child's school conduct any online parents meet? Most of the parents said yes, because it was an online platform, it was very easy to conduct a meeting. So most of the schools had conducted meetings very frequently. Then the question was, do you think online lectures and exams are useful in improving your child's academic skills? Response over here, if you see, then the respondents over here, 38% of the respondents have said no, and 46 have said maybe sometimes, and 16 have said yes, always. The next question was, do you want online lectures and exams to be continued in future? Where you can see majority of the parents have said no, and few have said yes, because of some reasons. And then my question was, apart from the problems that I have asked in the question paper, did any parents face any other problems during this online schooling? So yes, the problems like flexibility, time management, self-motivation, communication, collaboration, new technical skills, and these were the problems that they faced. And in which, if you see the benefits, for the parents, 30% of the people, they said that because of online schooling, their children.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am, but your time is over. You're already done with 5 minutes and
Okay,
3
okay.
minutes.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, we do not get any code, ma'am. Can you tell me that myself, Dr. Devyani Das, sir, what is the code for me, ma'am?
Same here, ma'am. I also did not get the code.
Okay, madam, you can take Dr. Ruchi Tandon. You take code number 10.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And next, madam, can you tell me your name, please?
Dr. Devyani Das, sir. Devyani P. Das.
So your number is, code number is 11.
Okay, thank you so much.
Ma'am,
Thank you.
sorry to disturb you, ma'am. I'm Pradipha here, and even I didn't get the code, ma'am.
Just wait for 5 minutes.
Okay, sure.
Pavitra, ma'am. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Next, code number 4 is ready.
Phone number को unmute करो.
Code number 4 is ready. Code number 4 is ready.
Madam, have one doubt for the previous session.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, ask to unmute कर.
Pankti, madam.
Ask to unmute कर रहे हो, कर रही हैं फिर से.
I think she left.
Yes, no, she's there. Still we observe that students are not much interested in the offline lectures, especially at the higher level.
Yes, sir.
How to solve this?
So can you repeat the question?
Still we observe that the students are not much interested in the offline sessions,
Okay.
especially at the higher level. How to solve this?
So we can guide them. We can make them understand what is the importance of education. We can make them understand what is the importance of the subject in which they have taken admission. We can conduct some courses, and we can give them presentation topics which can try to create an interest in the subject. And when they have the interest in the subject, I think they can put their own effort. The main problem in today's generation is they are not understanding the importance of the subjects they are learning. So as a teacher, I think if we explain to them what are the importance of the subjects that they are studying, if we give them a lot of interactive sessions to be conducted in the classrooms, like, presentations and all, I think they will get a good interest in the subject that they are learning, and that can build up more confidence in them to learn the subjects, and that can bring more seriousness in studies, sir.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Yes, sir.
He asked the question related to the previous speaker already explained for that. May I ask the question? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
You can ask.
Ma'am, can you tell me what is your research problem? Because you are directly coming to the objective for that. And we are not finding any the research problem and research question. Can you explain what is your research problem, research question, and what is the conclusion? Because most of the study you have done to analyze the question. This is my question. Can
You're
you tell
asking me the question, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I'm so sorry. Can you just repeat the question once again?
My first question, what is your research problem? And what is your research question? And what is the conclusion? Most of the explain you have the question. You explain the question and also analysis like this way. What is your research problem, research question, and conclusion?
Sir, my objective to take this topic was I wanted to understand the perception of the parents. I wanted to find...
Ma'am and sir, sorry to interrupt, but Only the judges are allowed to ask question. So please,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Code number 4 is ready to present. Can you hear me? Code number 4. Okay. Now I would like to call code number 7 to present its paper.
Hello.
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 Are you a code number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please start then.
Okay, just a minute. I am sharing my PPT.
Okay.
Sir, hello.
Yes.
Can we start?
Yes. 1 second. It's just because of some technical issue. I am on my mobile. So.
So can I call the next person?
Hello, ma'am. I can share the screen of Suman sir. So please.
Suman sir, will it be fine that our
Yes. No issue. No issue.
Neha ma'am, you can go ahead with that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Till time they are sharing my PPT. Should I start? Hello.
Neha ma'am, are you able to share?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, just you wait. Let her start with it. You have paired, sir, your PPT.
But I'm on mobile, so it's taking time to share.
Sir, you can start. Neha ma'am is sharing the PPT. Just you can start with your topic introduction.
Hello.
Sir, Neha ma'am is sharing your PPT.
Yes.
You can start with your topic introduction.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Go ahead with it.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, I am also not getting the sharing option. Host, please give me the sharing option.
Okay. Till the time they are sharing my PPT, let me start with my presentation so that we can save on time. The topic of my presentation is, or my paper is an empirical study on implementation of NEP in commerce and management in RTM Nagpur University. Basically, the national education policy aims to address India's growing socio-economic implementation while promoting accessible, affordable, and good education. As we know, in the recent changes in Indian industry, or you can say the socio-economic changes, are bringing a lot of burden on the society, or you can say on industry also, that they are not getting a trained people, or they are not getting a right person at the right place. So NEP is about to reduce that particular gap. There are not many changes they have bring in this particular policy. Commerce and management is something where people are not that much technically advanced, or you can say till time they are not taking practical knowledge, they are lacking somewhere. So it is a need also that NEP should have something apart from apart from we can say that other educations, they should have something that they should bring them with themselves to the industry. The purpose of this study to comprehend the 20th NEP, to examine how NEP will affect the management and commerce discipline, to evaluate the result of current NEP. This study uses an empirical sort of research methodology. Can you go to next slide, please? Now, for this particular paper, I have took Nagpur University as a central location. 100 respondents are gathered through this study. Primary data and secondary data will also used. The systematic questionnaire were used to gather the information. The respondents were the respondent for the study were chosen using practical sampling technique. Now, simple percentage analysis used and chi-square is used related to the faculty and teaching. Now, data analysis and interpretation. I have used these few questions to analyze the data. I got the responses as a strongly agree to strongly disagree. The chi-square result of this particular study gives outline that the H1 is rejected. Sorry, HO is rejected and H1 is accepted. The questions like it is not meeting the industrial requirement, most of the people are agreeing to that particular question. It doesn't allow students to opt courses of various discipline. That is, most of the people are agreed to that particular point also. Like also the curriculum is based on CBCS. Now this is where my area of study moved, that CBCS. Most of the universities already introduced CBCS, but people or students are not opting, or colleges are not giving them chance to opt for that. So the whole lot of practice or whole lot of study move around that. Can you go to next slide? Now, the conclusion of this study that research had improved our understanding of how NEP might affect the business and management participant more generally. Now, the shortcoming of present NEP that were impeding the growth of Indian economy and impacting the year in attaining their aspirations have been highlighted by the comparative study of current NEP and NEP 2020. While doing this particular study, I observed that most of the students are not aware of what exactly NEP or how NEP is going to benefit us. The last line which I need to, with this particular line, I need to conclude that any changes in current situation will have both positive and negative effect. As a result, we need to take care, or we need to promote this NEP at a larger scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now the judges can ask the questions.
Sir, how can we promote this policy at the remote areas? Is it possible?
Sir, Nagpur University, most of the colleges are in remote areas.
Okay.
While giving the conclusion, I said that it is the challenge for colleges and as well as the university to promote this course, to promote this NEP, because students are not aware what they are going to get. Faculties are aware how to or what they are going to give, but basically that acceptance is most important. How the students are going to accept it and parents are going to accept it. And one more thing, that how the rural people are going to get benefit out of it, that their habit is not to continue education till the last point. So if we are going with this particular study, or with this particular NEP, but obviously at least they have having a diploma course certificate or certification, something like that, so that they have done something, it is going to be on their paper.
Okay.
Summarize your key findings.
Sorry? Hello?
Summarize me your key findings in your research. Yeah.
Okay, one second. The key finding of this particular study is that that acceptance level of at both the level, at university level or commerce and management, and at the student level is very important, which has to be implemented from grassroots.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Now I would like to call the next participant, code number 7.
I'm sorry for interrupting. This is Aunt C. I did not receive any code, ma'am. So can you please let me know?
Your code number is 12.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, and even I did not get the code. I'm Pradeepa.
You take 13.
Okay, thank you.
Code number 7. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Just start then.
I'm sharing my screen. Can you all see it, ma'am? Can you see it, ma'am?
Please, please.
Good afternoon all to all. My name is Pavitra. My name is Pavitra. Here, I am presenting a paper on the topic, a study on the influence of social media on food consumption choice of youngsters, a special reference to Kerala. Internet is an area where we get wide informations. In the case of food also, we get different reviews and opinions. It is assumed that due to the increasing number of food-related blogs and vlogs coming up, and the number of followers and likes it gets, youth, who are the major users of social media, prefers to try out the food or the restaurant suggested in those blogs and vlogs. Moreover, most youth above 15 years live out with friends and have freedom to choose their lifestyle. Thus, it can be a major reason for them surfing the sites and to come across the post.
Sorry to interrupt you. Code number 10, 11, 12 and 13. Please contact to Dr. Anita Madam. You can continue. You can continue, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. I'm Usha Rani, number 1, have joined back, ma'am.
Please don't interrupt.
Okay, sorry.
Can I continue, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Okay. It can be a major reason for them surfing the sites and to come across the post. The newfound freedom might lead them to try out different things, and this is where food influence might play a major role. The status quo and bandwagon appeal, that is, sharing and discussing about the post with peers, leading them to try out those dishes to fit in the group of foodies, can be an indirect way of food influence. The statement of the problem is to understand whether or not there is an influence of food blogging and vlogging in social media over youngsters in Kerala regarding their food consumption choice. The overall objective of the study is to find whether food pictures, blogs and vlogs posted by social media influencers cause youngsters in Kerala to try out the food as suggested. The specific objectives are to study the influence of social media on food consumption choice of youngsters, to study about the authenticity of social media influencers' recommendations, to find the factors influencing food blogging. The sampling method used here is purposely sample. The sample size is about 500. The study is conducted among youngsters aged between 15 to 35 in Kerala. The test that is used here is set test and chi-square. The major interpretations in this study is more than 60% of respondents are influenced by the social media and food bloggers or bloggers. Then more than 15% of the respondents are said that the bloggers and bloggers informations are authentic. Then more than 60% are satisfied with the recommendations of food bloggers and bloggers. Then there is a significant relationship between age and usage of social media. From the result of the study, it can be concluded that social media influencers have a partial effect on the food consumption choice of youngsters of Kerala. This researchers' theoretical implications suggest that food bloggers or vloggers' promotions through social media become a source of information that consumers trust. It is perceived that half of the sample populations are satisfied with the recommendations provided by the social media influencers. The findings upheld that authenticity taken as an important independent variable that considered as a relevant part of the food bloggings and loggings. It also reveals that the factors responsible for influencing and visual presentation and content was ranked up So more emphasis should be primarily given towards the enhancement of visual presentation. The influence of social media on the food consumption choice of youngsters is more subtle than explicit, as the maximum number of respondents have a neutral opinion when asked whether or not social media food suggestions are trustworthy and whether or not social media food and restaurant suggestions are influential. This is a nutshell. The study results provide important inferences and suggestions toward the impact of social media influencers on the food consumption choice of youngsters from the sample population of 500. Moreover, since very little number of studies investigating specifically food sector and the effect of food influencers on consumers' purchase intention, the results are also expected to contribute to the relevant literature. Thank you.
Madam, why you only chose the young generation in the research?
So because in today's scenario, most of the youngsters are using the social media between 15 to 25, 35 years. So the more customers of the restaurants are of youngsters. So that's why I choose the youngsters in Kerala.
Okay.
Madam, you want to ask some questions?
Sorry, ma'am, I can't hear it.
I think so. Aruna madam is busy. We shall move with the next participant.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam. Now, I would like to call code number 8.
Yes, ma'am, I am ready. Ma'am, is it visible?
Madam, it's visible. You can continue.
Okay. I am Aditya, and my topic for this conference is a study on preference of youth towards cashless payment system. Cashless payment simply refers the replacement of physical money. Cashless payment has been widely recognized and implemented in nearly every single aspect of society and business for both consumers and sellers. It helps to fight against major illegal and unethical activities in the economy like terrorism, corruption, money laundering, etc. The payment are made or accepted without the use of hard cash. It also includes the credit card, UPI PIN codes, debit cards, checks, etc. It allows you to buy whatever you want and whenever you want. The cashless payment helps to fight against the illegal and unethical activities. The objectives of the study is to identify the factors that influence youth to go for cashless transaction, to study the satisfaction level of customers using cashless payment, and to understand the preferred mode of cashless transaction to find the most used cashless payment system. The sample design, the samples are taken from students of Sri Keralavarma College, and the sample size is about 90, and the sample technique used in the study is convenience sampling. The interpretation, 85%, the majority of the respondents are preferring Google Pay, and only the 2 respondents, that means the least preferred mobile payment system is SBI, and the convenience is the main reason for adopting cashless payment, that is 87%. The time saving is the highest benefit of cashless payment, that is 86%, and the 83% of respondents are satisfied with cashless payment system. There is a significant association between gender and satisfaction level of respondents. The conclusion about my study is As per the opinion of respondents, the most used cashless payment app is Google Pay. Debit card and credit card are the suitable cashless payment mode. Online shopping is the main purpose of using cashless payment system. The transaction to cashless economy will only bring growth and modernization to a country. The world is moving towards digitalization, so it is wise to adapt with it. Thank you.
Judges, please, you can ask.
I have one query. Can we use this Google Pay through credit card or it should be linked to bank only?
Can you repeat it, sir? I can't hear you.
Currently what I am aware of that Google Pay, for using Google
Sir,
Pay, we need a bank account.
Sir, I'm sorry to disturb
Yes.
you. Sir, this is not a platform to discuss this all. You have numbers of so many people whom you can contact for the fees, registration, etc., etc. You contact that number after the conference. Okay, sir?
No,
Thank
I'm
you so
asking
much.
question.
Huh?
I'm asking question on the topic.
Okay, okay.
Anita ma'am, this is Nitin.
I'm sorry.
Sir. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Nitin sir. I'm
No,
sorry.
not a problem. I was asking currently what I am aware of that for Google Pay we need a bank account.
Yes,
Correct?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we use credit card for Google Pay?
Yes, sir. It is possible.
Are you sure with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now I would like to call code number 9.
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, madam. You can continue.
Yes, I'm sharing the screen. So is the screen visible?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Pankti Desai from Vishwakarma University, Pune, from the Economics Department. Currently, I am pursuing MSc Economics. I'm in the last year. The topic of this presentation is the diversification of the business during COVID, a case study of Bhagyashree Prasband. So, let's start with the introduction. In early 2020s, as we all know, the world saw the lockdown spanning across all the countries, affecting the businesses and the supply chain in the unprecedented ways. The lockdown restricted the farmers' access basically in India for the mandis, which in turn led to the disruption in the food supply chain across the country. So this case study basically revolves around an entrepreneur who was able to retain his income and his workers during the global economic shutdown. Due to the global lockdown, all the non-essential activities were suspended, causing the Bhagyashree Brass Bank to be inoperable. However, the owner of the bank found the opportunity to earn in such a restricted situation as well. The objectives of the study were the goal of the study in this case study was that we can attempt to understand the thought process of the entrepreneurs who, despite facing several challenges during the lockdown of the entire country, were able to keep people employed and enabled them to continue to earn an income. A case study such as this is an outlier that helps the people to understand the unique ways people around the world were able to keep their income by finding an opportunity and taking the risk. The history of Bhagyashree Brass Band. So the owner of the Bhagyashree Brass Band comes from a humble background, and he hails from Pandharpur and has made his way to Pune in search of work. He first worked at a washing machine center and then he went to the Pune Municipal Corporation. The owner was then encouraged to pursue an event management business, starting. Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Apologize. I would like confirmation that the paper and title specification is the basis for enhancing relation, recreative visitor crowd, empowering hospitality of service provider study at three ecotourism objects in Prinsewu District, Lampung Provinsi. With the first author, Samsul Bakri, and which will be presentation on behalf of Adela Putri Aprilani, second author. Apologize from Dr. Bakri because of he is undertaking another duty from our institution. So let me.
Hello.
Hello.
Ma'am, like I thought that somebody else was presenting in between. I just happened to stop the screen share. So can I just continue? Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
Okay. Yes. So I was on the history of the Bhagyashree Brass Band. So yeah, I'll continue from there only. The owner of the same came from the humble background from Pandharpur and he's made his way to Pune in search of work. Then he first worked at a washing machine center. Then he went to the Pune Municipal Corporation. The owner was encouraged to pursue an event management business, starting the band with only 3 people. However, by 2020, the Bhagyashree Brass Band provided the work to over 100 people due to the recognition and goodwill earned by his business over the years. His business was running so well that during the wedding seasons, his daily turnover was around 1.5 to 2 lakhs per day. However, due to the lockdown, many restrictions were imposed, and the Bhagyashree Brass Band faced the cancellation of the events and eventually had to shut down, which led many people out of work. This created a situation in which the owner was searching for an opportunity, and he finally came up with the idea of starting a business by selling vegetables. He found the source to produce his vegetables, and this allowed him to earn an income. Moreover, he also prepared food for the poor, and also and gave it free of cost during the peak of the COVID. Then talking about the challenges, firstly I'll be talking about the challenges that were faced by the band and then faced by the Baji market that he started. So first challenges faced by the band, uncertainty about the future. So with all the lockdown and restrictions being imposed, it was very difficult for the business to plan anything for the future, especially this band having around 100 people in a team. It was not sure if it would get any of the events ordered wherein they would earn their living. So without the events and no source of income, it was very difficult for them to survive. Uh, the second challenge is the well-being of the members. Now, due to the lockdown, the events were either cancelled or postponed. Even though many of the band members chose to go back to their villages, there were still people who stayed back. So, if the owner would have just relied on the band performances, there were possibilities that the members would not have had sufficient income for the long run. With the drying up of income and the increasing number of COVID cases, going ahead with this business would have been very difficult. So we decided to switch the business with a very small investment of buying weighing scale and getting the vegetable baskets. The venue of the band office was utilized to sell the vegetables, that is provided the source of income and also helped the members to stay back with the owners. Coming to the challenges that were faced by the Bhaji market, one was the transportation, when there were many restrictions in the mobility of the people. Only the delivery of essential items were allowed. It did include the vegetables, but due to the restriction on the petrol and the diesel consumption, the supply of the vegetables was severely affected. The second is the temporary shutdown of the wholesale market. Now, for maintaining the social distancing, the wholesale markets were temporarily closed, and hence it was not possible for the owner to buy from the wholesaler in a bulk. The third was the increase in prices of the vegetables. Now, due to the cost push inflation in India,
It restricted the supply and the prices of the vegetables went up and the customers were not willing to buy at higher prices. The last challenge was online shopping, wherein since people were afraid of going out to buy the vegetables, they started using online platforms to buy groceries, and this had a huge impact on the small vendors like him. Coming to the conclusion, now that the restrictions have been lifted, the owner continues to operate his event management business. So the owner chooses to run both the businesses, the Bhaji market as well as the brass band, being able to like continue his continuous flow of income during the COVID. The owner was able to make the profits to the
505.
The owner was able to continue to make profits to the extent to which recently he was able to purchase a Toyota Fortuner and the two vintage car replicas, which he lent out for rent for the weddings. Now, overcoming the challenges by the COVID, Bhagyashree Trust Bank has recovered and has bring in almost as much as pre-COVID revenue. And the major highlight, if I would have to put forth about this study, is that uh, the challenges or the problems that are thrown at can be viewed as an opportunity for the newer ideas and innovation. With the risk appetite, the novel idea can take shape into the sustainable business as well. These are the references that I've taken. Thank you so much.
What are your findings? Not able to hear you.
Could you repeat the question is what I said?
What are your findings?
So like findings as in one can, like one should not be just sticking to one business. One should be planning of a sustainable business. Also, if any challenges that come up in your business, you should be able to tackle that or maybe find an alternative solution for the same. Just not stick to one particular idea.
But for a small retailer, it may be sometimes difficult to have two businesses or maybe more than two. How to solve this?
So, like for the small retailers, I definitely agree with you that it is quite challenging for them. And I feel like there are some of the they can like I'm not quite sure if they can start with another businesses also, but sometimes one can think of the opportunities that one can make out of it. I believe that there should be some other alternative for each and everything. Just like one should be able to figure out if there is any solution for that particular thing.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you
Now
so
I would
much.
like to call code number 1 to present the paper.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I'm sharing my screen. 1 second.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
I don't know the QU number for the percentage. Please tell me what is the QU number.
No, the person who are not provided the PPT, now we are not able to give them time for presentation. Sorry, madam.
Fine.
Ma'am, I want to share the screen, ma'am, but I don't know where is the problem. I'm trying to share, it's not accepting.
Okay, thank you.
Again, once again, I'll just try out, ma'am. Anybody, I think somebody that
Yeah,
madam
is
has to
going to
come out of the
Yes.
screen.
Yeah, it is visible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon, one and all. Ma'am, is it clear?
Yes,
screen,
madam.
is it
You
clear, ma'am?
continue,
Okay,
please.
okay. Good afternoon, one and all. My topic is a study on e-shopping and consumers' preference towards various e-stores. That is, I have selected, there are various stores, but I have selected only three: Amazon, Flipkart, and Snapdeal. This is only from Telangana state of Hyderabad. So let me tell you first, what is e-shopping? It's an electronic shopping with the use of internet by using a web browser or a mobile application. It allows the consumers directly to buy the goods or services from the seller. So here new consumers willing to shop a product online, it can also view the product review, give the previous buyers the website. So electronic, any person, whoever is interested, it shows the color, price, range, picture, sizes, etc. So specification, comparison, how best this product is over the previous product. So we can select the product and the code number, whatever we want. Then I have made the various review of literature. What I have found is many have not, they have analyzed only on the various studies of consumer behavior. But I have focused here, my research is focused on consumer behavior towards the various e-stores, aims only to find most preferable e-store by the consumers, which offers good quality product and which offers at affordable price to the consumers. This is the study what I have done. So my objectives of my study are to analyze the affordable best quality e-store preferred by the consumers, to identify age group, gender, consumer shopping online, to analyze the convenient payment mode of consumers. So the scope is limited to the city of Hyderabad. I have selected only three stores: Amazon, Flipkart, that is Snapdeal. So I have got certain limitations. So because of the certain technology, the consumers were not accepting to give their mail IDs and their phone numbers for my research. Some consumers were coming direct customers. So some consumers were frightened of their privacy and security. These are the certain limitations I have found in my study. The sources of information I have got it from primary and secondary data. I have given my questionnaire in the form of Google Forms, went to the stores and collected the information, that is the numbers and mail IDs. I have created Google Forms and sent them. 120 has been responded. Then my questionnaire consists of total 16 questions, out of which 5 were demographic questions and remaining were relevant to my objectives of the study. Then my sample design is that I have made a specific study only in city of Hyderabad, only taken 3 stores: Amazon, Flipkart, and Snapdeal. So 120 candidates, respondents were there. The study was made by using SPSS software I have been used. Then the study is analyzing cross-tabulation of frequency tables as well as chi-square test. This is done in convenience sampling. So I have been showing you a sample of, I have totally worked out for 34 to 36 tables, but because of shortage of time, I am able to show you only three tables to you all. So my first table is affordable e-store of quality of products offered. It is, that is about 3 companies I have taken: Amazon, Flipkart, and that is Snapdeal. How, whether the goods are average, defective, and good. So here I have taken the null hypothesis and as well as alternative hypothesis. But what I found is Amazon is, as compared to Flipkart and Snapdeal, the customers were favorable to, that is 42% of goods people who purchase from Amazon, it shows good quality, not defective goods. Then my second table I am showing you all as consumer preferences of shopping online with gender wise. So I have taken female and male genders and I have made a study. So in this table I have found that, that is, and when we consider 62%, around 60% of the female were frequently shopping online and they were happy of taking, that is a online. Then even age group wise I have also calculated, that is tables. Out in that, 54% of age group of 15 to 24 were frequently doing online shopping and they were going on buying certain items and etc. Then I am also showing the table of mode of payment that preferable by the customers gender wise it is. So here 60% of female were happy to pay an online only, and the remaining, that is 40% wanted to pay after home delivery, and 40% male were happy, that is to pay online, and the remaining percent, that is they wanted to pay offline. So these are the tables. I were able to show you all only a few of my tables. These are the findings what I have found in my study. That is, even that is e-shopping, mostly preferable by females, they have 51.7% preferred to purchase the goods on shopping, and male only 37.5% were preferred. Then that is 47% were preferred to purchase from Amazon, and 32% from Flipkart, and 24% was happy to buy from Snapdeal. So majority respondents, that is do their purchasing only during the discount period, because they get the goods at less comparative prices. And the profit, that is the products preferable during the category of fashions and style, they say that 47% of the female are happy to go during this period to buy the goods. Then many of the respondents, they're saying that they are less satisfied with the Flipkart and Snapdeal, that is purchasing. Then I have found that it is observed that majority of the consumers prefer convenient and payment mode of cash. That is 63% respondents are like to pay online, and 50 less percent, that is they wanted to pay, that is 47% wanted to pay offline. Majority of the consumers feel that during online transactions, they feel that it is secured, and here the quality of product, whatever they receive, is in good condition. Whatever they have ordered, it is as per that. Then they have found that most of the people do not prefer to purchase products, that is because of lack of security, mistrust, technical reasons, they have not come forward. So my conclusion of this study is, I have that majority of respondents are convenient in e-shopping and also paying, that is paying them on money. Then some of the e-shop stores preferred majority from Amazon only, because Amazon is paying a good quality goods at with reasonable prices. So for not 1%, when I found out 1% to 2% of the people said that they had received some defective in the size, that is what is the size ordered, it was small or big, but the goods were okay. So the change of the style, that is the size was different, but remaining certain, when I found out the Snapdeal and Flipkart, the goods purchased from this were certain defective also. They were not up to mark, whatever it is. Then the scope of further study, my study is e-shopping only towards the Hyderabad of Telangana, but there are also so many e-stores. We can also make a study of these stores which provides good qualitative and goods at very reasonable prices. So thank you very much. These are my references. Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you, madam. Sir, you can ask some questions.
Yes, madam. Just a minute. Madam, are these online shopping really safe? There are times when the company asks the client to pay the amount and then the products are not delivered.
Sir, in Flipkart and Snapdeal, because once the goods are ordered, they have got some problems. What I received in my questionnaire, some of the problems they were showing, certain times they were delay in getting the goods usually. But I mean, Amazon, nobody has complained. But some 2 to 5% they were telling that defective goods, in the sense rather that size what they have selected, it was small, or some say it's big, and etc. But there was a problem in Flipkart as well as Snapdeal.
Okay.
And mostly male prefer to pay cash on delivery, sir. Females are ready to pay off on online. It's easy for them for shopping and saving time.
True. Actually, there are few products which Amazon don't allow cash on delivery. Customer have to pay the entire money in advance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After paying the money only, that is what, there was not delay. When they pay the entire money only, the goods are delivered. So for that, I have not got any response, because they have to pay the full amount. No, sir.
Correct. Fine. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you,
Any
madam.
questions more?
No, thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome.
Now, I would like to request Professor Charlotte, madam, to proceed with the summary of conference.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good afternoon to all the dignitaries, delegates, scholars, and the participants. On behalf of Chandraman Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, I, Professor Charlotte Bhaskar, would now like to present to you a summary of our 8th International Multidisciplinary E-Conference on National Education Policy 2020, focus on learning and student-centric education system, issues and challenges. Conferences are an essential part of academic life. International conferences pave the way for scientific cooperation by meeting and connecting with researchers from different countries across the globe to discuss innovative ideas and diverse topics. Our principal and management have taken a lot of efforts in making this conference a grand success. The conference aims at providing a common platform to all the stakeholders in education, the regulators, management, faculty members, researchers, students, and people from industry to deliberate on diverse perspectives of the National Education Policy 2020, understand its role in transforming higher education, and to discuss the practical challenges that may be encountered during the implementation of this policy. The inaugural session of our one-day international conference witnessed the addresses by our chief guest, Professor Dr. Mohammad Abdul Wadud from Rajshahi University, Bangladesh, and our keynote speaker, Dr. Ujjwal Chugh, founder and CEO of ISOLS Group Private Limited. Our conference has received an overwhelming response and has brought together many participants from various academic colleges from all parts of India and abroad. We are pleased to announce that we have received around 100 research papers from across colleges in India and abroad. All conference papers have been jointly reviewed by the conference review panel and respective journal reviewing teams. These selected papers will be published in International Journal of Advanced and Innovative Research, having an impact factor of 7.36. Few selected papers will also be published in Scopus, Web of Science, ABDC, and UGC CARE listed journals. The presentations have been reviewed by an extremely qualified panel of session chairs, Dr. Aruna Singham ma'am and Dr. Nitin Agrawal sir. Best papers will be selected by the session chairs and awarded. On behalf of Chandraman Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, we sincerely appreciate and thank you all for your continued support, and we look forward to such endeavors in future. Thank you all. I now request Dr. Pratibha Jadhav ma'am to proceed further with the valedictory function.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all. I, Dr. Pratibha Jayawant, now introduce our guest of honor for the technical session, Dr. Kuldeep Sharma. Sir is working as an assistant professor in KPB Hinduja College of Commerce. He is also the chairperson of the corporate governance subject at TYBCom Financial Management, University of Mumbai. Sir has cleared his NET and is a doctorate in commerce from University of Mumbai. Sir is also a recognized PhD and MPhil guide of University of Mumbai. Sir has completed 5 minor research projects, published 5 books, and presented 86 research papers in various national and international journals. Sir has published 55 research papers and has also been awarded with 12 Best Paper Awards. Sir is also part of various important committees. He is an executive member of Indian Commerce Association, Joint Secretary, Maharashtra Commerce Association, Treasurer, Indian Accounting Association, Thane Chapter, and Fellow of Indian Commerce Association. Sir is a lifetime member of an India Commerce Association and Maharashtra State Commerce Association. Sir has won many accolades and has been awarded with Shorab Shivare Memorial Young Researcher Award, Best Researcher Award, etc. These are only few of his achievements from the vast credential under his belt. Kuldeep Sharma to say few words.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. At the outset, let me thank to the management of Sharma College, Principal Pratibha ma'am, and the entire organizing team for inviting me for this conference as a chief guest. Before this, one ma'am was speaking about 100 paper received by the conference, and all are of a quality paper, and all the paper were presented in the session. I'm extremely happy to know that, and I wish all the who will not get any prize, and congratulations to those participants the session. So once again, I thank and give all the best to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now I request all dignitaries to kindly release the conference proceedings. This is the digital copy of souvenir. Now proceeding further, I know you have all been waiting with bated breath for the announcement of our conference winner. Around 100 papers were submitted to the e-conference. They were carefully assessed by the international as well as national program advisory committee members. After final screening and considering the time constraint, 10 papers were presented to you during e-conference. You will certainly agree with me that all the papers were excellent and particularly topical. I would like to thank all the participants and also their respective institutions for having submitted their research papers. Now it's time to announce the winners. I request Dr. Kuldeep Sharma sir to announce the result of the best paper of the conference. Hello, Dr. Kuldeep Sharma sir, can you please announce the result? Yes, thank you so much.
I got the name. The name of the winner for today's technical presentation is 07 Pavitra. I congratulate Pavitra for getting a best paper prize. Congratulations, Pavitra. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
I think I am clear.
Yes, sir, yes. Thank you so much, sir. I request you all to give a big round of applause for the winner. My heartfelt thanks to the paper presenters, winner, and again a big round of applause for all the participants who submitted their research papers. As we move to the concluding session of the conference, I cannot wrap up the session without extending a hearty vote of thanks. Once Dalai Lama, in his inimitable style, has said, the root of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. On behalf of Chandrabhan Sharma College of Arts, Science and Commerce, I would like to thank all the distinguished delegates who blessed us with their online presence. It would be worthwhile to mention that the nuggets of wisdom shared by the speakers, which enriched our life and have provided valuable insights on the new education policy 2020. I am also thankful to all the members of the International and National Program Advisory Committee. Words are not enough to thank their constant mentoring and assistance in shaping the e-conference. I, on behalf of the organizing committee, convey deep regards and hearty thanks to our Honorable Principal, Ma'am, Dr. Pratibha Ma'am. I am also thankful to Professor Dr. Anita Pandey, convener of this e-conference, for her constant support, guidance, and tireless efforts. Both of them supported and nudged us in all possible manner to organize this conference. An event of this scale cannot be happen overnight. The wheels starts rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of a very motivated and dedicated teaching and non-teaching staff and volunteers. I cannot thank everyone enough for the involvement they have shown and the willingness they have expressed to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. If time is money, then today you have spent millions for us. Thanks to all of you for making this event successful. Once again, thank you very much to all who assemble here. Thank you.
Hello, madam.
Before we proceed for the next,
Hello, madam. Madam, can I present my paper? Apologize, I would like to compare. I come from Indonesia.
Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Jana Gana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Hello, madam. I come from Indonesia. Hello. Can I present my paper? Hello, guys.
Hello, hello, ma'am. Welcome. But already we have wind up with the conference.
Then, ma'am, what about the other presenters, ma'am? Will you provide a certificate or what, ma'am?
Yes, sure. Definitely. You will get a certificate. Just message it along with your name and paper title. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Recording.
okay, all participants are requested to please fill the feedback form. All participants are requested to please fill the feedback form.
Madam, I have not presentation.
Ma'am, we have ended the conference, ma'am. Now we can't be able to allow you to present your paper. I'm sorry, ma'am. Hello.
Hello.
Dr. Pandey, ma'am, can we give her 2-3 minutes?
1 minute. Yeah, ma'am. If you
She's
say.
from Indonesia.
Okay.
Just a second. Ma'am, you are able to, what is your name, ma'am?
Adela Aprilia.
Yes, I am Adela.
One second.
Yeah.
One
And
second, I'll
author
make
two.
co-host.
And author one, my lecture, Dr.
Adela.
Insinyur Samsul Bakri. Can I share screen?
You can share your screen now. Just check, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Everyone, we have one last minute presentation. So it will take more 5 minutes. Ma'am, are you ready for it?
I'm so sorry. Okay, good afternoon. I'm Adela Putri Afriliani Eshut. I from Master of Environmental Science Study Program, the Graduate School, the University of Lampung. I want presentasi my paper. Title satisfaction as the basis for enhancing intention repeated visitor through empowering the hospitality of service provider. Study at 3 ecotourism object at Pringsewu Regency, Lampung Province. Lampung Province has several world-famous tourist destinations, while Pringsewu is the heart of this province, like of natural research for ecotourism. Pringsewu Regency has very promising tourism potential, but natural tourism potential and potential religious tourism potential. A relic of Dutch era which was built in 1928, the Goa Maria tourist attraction is a religious tourism attraction for Christian and tourist attraction for the Francesto family. This is research method. Figure a research location at Pringsewu Regency. This is data analysis. Excel structural equation modeling to analyze. This is figure structural model of correlation analysis between variables. The general form of analysis this study is connecting 4 variables: visitor characteristic, customer perceived hospitality, tourist satisfaction, and repeated visitor with 5 hypotheses. This is overall model fit. Overall conclusion, 1 match good fit, 1 match marginal fit, 1 acceptable fit, and I match adequate fit. It can be concluded that if there is at least 1 criterion that meets the criteria for goodness of fit, then the match between the data and the current model is good. This is measurement model fit. For latent variable, visitor characteristic, customer perceived hospitality, tourist satisfaction, repeated visitor, with finds composite reliability more than 0.70. This is structural model fit. Figure 3 model algorithm. And this is structural model fit, visitor characteristics. Sorry. Okay. Repeat visitor are significantly influenced by its insignificant visitor characteristic. Hypothesis 1. Hypothesis 2, tourist satisfaction satisfaction is significantly influenced by visitor. Visitor characteristics are significantly influenced. Hypothesis 2. Hypothesis 3. Repeat visitors are significantly influenced by customer perceived hospitality has a positive value with significant status. Hypothesis 4. Tourist satisfaction is significantly influenced by customer perceived hospitality has a positive value with significant status. Hypothesis 5. Repeated visitor is significantly influenced by tourist satisfaction has a positive value with significant status. That's right. Thank you, Madam. Hello.
Thank you, ma'am, for your lovely presentation. Ma'am, you have mailed your PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
You have sent this PPT on the mail? Hello?
Hello?
Ma'am, are you getting, you have sent this PPT on the mail?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for your lovely presentation. Thank you so much. Now we are here to end the conference. I request the host to end the meeting. Thank you very much, everyone, for your lovely
Thank you,
participation
madam.
and coordination. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Love you.
Yeah. Same love.